Fed up of floor robes, driven to distraction and drowning with doom boxes? Tired of living in chaos? Welcome to Decluttering Untangled, how to declutter when you're overwhelmed, ADHD or autistic. I'm going to help you uncover the secrets to decluttering, no matter what hurdles you face. You'll discover how to declutter, de-stress and transform your world. I'm Heather Tingle, reformed hoarder, neurodivergent declutter queen, and your guide through the maze of mess. Let's get untangled. Hello Untanglers, and welcome to another episode of Decluttering Untangled with me, your host, Heather Tingle. In today's podcast, I want to talk to you about storage, what to buy, when to buy it, and also when not to, and a few things that I really want you to consider before you go spending that cash. Now, one of the things that I see all the time, and I really want to shake you all at this point, is when you decide to declutter and organise, the first thing that you do is go and buy boxes. You're going to buy storage solutions. Please stop. It's the equivalent of buying a new notebook every time you start a new project. It's a total waste of time and money because it's really likely that you won't need them once you've decluttered. It's a waste of your time, it's a waste of effort, and they get in the way while you're decluttering. It also does something psychologically too. It shifts the focus onto finding ways to use them, and that means you might end up keeping items that you were going to let go of simply because you now have a perfect storage solution for them. First of all, there is no thing as perfect for anybody. What I see a lot of people doing is going and getting boxes because they're great storage. And I say, well, what are you going to do with them? I don't know. Well, where are they going to live? I don't know. What are you going to put in them? I don't know. If you don't know the answer to those questions, do not buy them. It doesn't matter how amazing they are in the store. It doesn't matter how much of a bargain they are. Trust me, there will always be bargains later. You just don't need them right now. A lot of the time, you can cobble something together. If you don't know what cobble means, basically, you can always find something else to use in the meantime. And that is what I would suggest. You will always have things that you can use in your home at the moment. You can always use shoe boxes, old iPhone boxes. There's always trainer boxes hanging around. There's always Amazon boxes. There's always going to be boxes around that you can reuse. Tupperware, for example, old Chinese takeaway containers. I use those in drawers all the time. You can always upgrade later, but for now, do not buy any storage solutions while you are decluttering. However, as you declutter and you start to let things go, you might find that you end up with an excess of boxes. Now, this is going to be this is like the tough love moment. Save the boxes until you've totally decluttered your entire home, because you never know when those boxes are going to come in useful. They might be that great storage solution for a different room. That's with the proviso that cardboard boxes, however, get rid of those. You don't need those. You can get cardboard boxes again, but do keep the others, like the plastic ones, or if you've got a really good box, like at the end of the day, you can get cardboard boxes again easily. Don't bother storing them unless you're falling in love with one. You know, if it's a really good one, fair enough, keep it. Have a space in a room that has got all the old boxes and storage solutions, all the old bags or the old boxes or the things that you might end up using later on, and have a space for that while you're decluttering. Yes, it's going to get in the way. Yes, it's going to be annoying. But it means that when you get to the end of your declutter journey in your home, I still need another word for journey. If anyone's got a solution, send me a text message with an idea. But when you get to the end of your journey, all those boxes you now know can totally go, because there's nothing in your house that now needs it. It's also useful if you've got a new strategy to try. So if you decide, I'm really going to try putting this in this space, try it with a temporary storage solution you've already got first. So a cardboard box, an old bag for life. Test that theory out first before you go out and buy something new. In a few weeks or months down the line, if it's still working as a strategy for you, that is when it is okay to splurge on better or nicer ones that will fit in with your decor or anything like that. If you are ready for some storage solutions, so for example, we've just had Christmas. Well, all right, it was a couple of months ago now, but I'm guaranteed you've probably still got some Christmas stuff lying about that you maybe haven't put away yet, or you found after you'd put stuff away. You might have decluttered your Christmas stuff. That is an entire category in its own that usually has its own space. If you have decluttered that and you want, for example, like a really great bag to put them in, I do have a shop on my website. Well, it's links to items on my website that I recommend. So you can have a look through those and see if there's anything that you can use right now. However, if you are the type of person that's got maybe ADHD and you're impulsive and you want to buy stuff, do not even look at that bit on my website until you are actually ready to buy the beautiful storage solutions because you've totally decluttered your home. So there you go. There's a little warning for you. Please don't go off spending on my accord. So you might be thinking to yourself, okay, Heather, when can I buy the storage solutions? When do I buy these beautiful things that you've tested out and know work? So when a room is pretty much done, then you can buy it when you need to. But you need to know exactly where that item is going to go, what you're going to put in it. You need to know how big or wide the item is going to be and how it will fit. You need to know the height needed, for example, for your stuff. So there's no point buying something if the shelves don't move and the stuff that you want to put in there won't fit. You need to be really making well thought out decisions based on what you know and actually have proof of, like solid information on, rather than just guesswork. And that's when you get a home that works and looks great. Because otherwise, you go shopping for, I don't know, a storage solution, and you see something and in the store, it looks like it'd fit. Like, oh, that's the right size. That'll work. When it's in a shop, they always look like perfect. They always look great. They always look like they're going to work. When you get it home and you realise how massive it is in your little room, that's when you realise, okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea. So make sure you're not basing it on guesswork and just because you want to buy something that looks great. You're going to buy it on the information that you've got for what you're going to use it for. So when deciding what to buy, don't just think about the size of it and how it looks. Also consider how easy it is going to be to use it. So if you never close cupboards, like cupboard doors, don't go buying another cupboard with a door on it. Look at open storage solutions instead. If you don't like folding clothes, there's no point getting shelves. You want some like dump baskets, or you want something with a lot of hanging space. Same with things like lids. Don't buy, if you want a laundry basket, for example, don't bother getting one with a lid, because there's no point. There really isn't, because all that happens is the dirty clothes end up on top of the laundry basket, or it becomes a dumping ground. However, if you can't find one without a lid, don't be afraid to adapt it for how you want it to be. So, for example, by removing shelves, by removing the lid, by removing the door, as long as it doesn't impact on the structural integrity of the item, and then get rid of the bit that you're never going to use, rather than hanging on to it forever, just in case you want to at one point reassemble it and keep it as an entire unit. Make it work for how things are now in your home and how you need them to be. Because as long as you've thoroughly thought it out and you bought accordingly, that is okay. Figuring out things like sizes in between shelves. See if the shelves will move, or if you can add more or take some out for what you need. So make sure you take a tape measure to check internal as well as the external dimensions. And don't forget about things like ceiling height and stairs. You don't want a Ross Friends pivot moment trying to get something up the stairs. So don't be tempted to just buy something without considering all these things, as it will just be another thing to declutter later. Okay, so That, I hope, has given you some things to think about, some things to consider. This does not mean go out and buy what you think is the perfect storage solution until you have decluttered that category and that space and you're nearly at the end of that room or that journey. Okay, I hate the word journey. Find me another one. So until next time, be kind to yourself. Remember, you're not alone, and keep untangling. Thanks for joining me for today's episode of Decluttering Untangled. If you found anything that I've said today helpful, please do me a favour, hit that subscribe button or leave me a review. It's like receiving a virtual high five that keeps me going and lets me know that I'm helping real people out there and I'm making a difference. Please remember, you're not alone in this. I'm building a community of fellow untanglers over on Facebook. Just visit the show notes for the link to my free decluttering community. So until next time, remember, you're not alone, you're not lazy, you can untangle your life.